I'm gonna be real brief, but sir, this is directed to you. Now, you are aware that the San Francisco Sheriff's Department worked with SFPD, correct? In San Francisco?
Yes.
And they have tasers, correct? So, I understand that they primarily are the jails, but they do work the streets with SFPD. Why didn't you get their statistics?
What do you mean they work the streets?
They work with the SFPD out in the public, arresting people and stuff like that, right?
No, that's not the case.
Okay. Well, you had a situation with a deputy named Jernation Raimundo, who was with Jesse Cerna, the cop who was fired for tasing the guy over 10 times. The Harvard student. You're aware of that, right? In North Beach, correct. That happened with a sheriff and a SFPD together. And this is a prime example. This is about tasers. This is a prime example for you, for your education, for your staff. But the guy was a Harvard student, and allegedly the cop told him stop acting like a little girl, and he asked for his badge number. And what turned out, he was tasered over 10 times with the assistance of Jesse Cerna. He was fired for numerous excessive force complaints, but a sheriff deputy was with him, armed with the taser, and tased him over 10 times. So that is a situation where, when you talk about tasers, this man was tortured. That's torture. So
this was a sheriff.
Yes, and it was a sheriff with an SFPD officer in North Beach. You can Google it.
No, it predates my time as chief,
okay.
But I'm happy to look into it.
That may be true, but you should have the statistics from the sheriffs on tasers and stuff like that.
I already saw asking for it.
And also, this is the crazy thing about it. The now supervisor Scott Wiener, he was the city attorney representing Jernation Raimundo, the deputy who tasered the guy. So.
I just want to say that I'm aware of that case. Okay. I've been on the commission for 2.5 years, and I did hear about that case. So I'm aware of it.
Well, I am somewhat familiar with what goes on in my city. I mean everything. And when you come with this I wouldn't call it a dog and pony show, but when you come here to a community and try to sell somebody some tasers, and you have unclean hands based on all the other stuff that has been unchecked and unaccountable for, and this goes to the OCC too. This is not the time and place for that. You need to clean up your backyard and then come to the public and then ask for tasers and this, that, and the other. But until then, it's a lot of things going on in the city. As the lady said, it's a turnaround, people getting pushed out and stuff like that. But the important thing is you have officers that don't need tasers, and you have officers that is capable of using them correctly in certain situations. But where we stand right now is everything is unchecked. You don't know who you could, as far as the public. I speak for the public, not the police or anyone else. I speak for this district, the 5th district where I was born and raised. We don't trust the police with tasers. I've been a victim. I can go on. I got documentation all the way from OCC to the federal court on complaints and things where some were sustained, unchecked, or what have you. But the whole thing is, it's unchecked. It's no one, like the police corruption scandal. What happened with that? Who was? You have Ross Mercury all on the news behind pulling his white arm. But you have people committing felonies, lying under the penalty of perjury, which is a felony, and we have heard nothing about it other than the feds are investigating.
Mr. Hunter.
Yes, sir. You're welcome.